So I'm now going to give my clients some recommendations and some strategies to improve their physical activity. So they said that the main areas for improvement were that they had low motivation, they had a negative mindset towards pushing themselves, they see work, family and social life as barriers towards exercise, and they feel pressure to meet their friends. So they could try organising fun exercise sessions with friends and family to include them. This could help with their motivation. This would also help when they feel that they need to see their friends instead of going out and maybe going to the pub or meeting up for dinner. They can meet up for a friendly workout or exercise session. They could also try doing yoga or low intensity sessions and then reward themselves with something. So they might go, okay, I'm going to do half an hour of some yoga or Zumba or something that they enjoy, and then reward themselves with a bath, or maybe reward themselves by watching a TV show they really want to watch. They could also try incorporating their family and friends into the training sessions to help motivate each other, and then to try and focus less on work after work hours. So maybe make a timetable and be like, okay, I work from here to here, but once I'm home from work, I'll give myself half an hour break, and then I need to forget about work until the next day. And then to help them organise, they could say, okay, I'm going to have one day for self-care where they can, have a bath, they can work out, healthy eating, or they can relax and watch some movies, and just chill, have a day to themselves, and then have one day dedicated to friends and family. So it could be Saturday is your self day, and then Sunday is your friends and family day. This will help to manage and maintain exercise periods that they can do, and then hopefully by rewarding themselves with something, it might change their negative mindset towards pushing themselves, because they might feel as though after pushing themselves they deserve something. So for nutrition, their main areas for improvement were the fact that they eat lots of takeaways and ready meals, they snack during the day, they don't drink enough water, they only really drink tea, and they don't eat as many home-cooked meals as they should. So, as said before, they can make a timetable, and this can help schedule when to cook and then when to exercise. So you have work for the first part of the day, and then you can have a rest session when you get home, and then cook, and then after eating they can have an exercise session or a relax session. Also, at the start of the week, you can make a shopping list and include some home-cooked meals that you found on websites. If you look on some websites, you can find some really simple, quick meals, 5-minute meals that take 5 minutes to make. And then if you buy the ingredients on the instructions, and then you should therefore have home-cooked meals as well. And you won't need to buy as many ready meals or takeaways, but you can still treat yourself to a takeaway every now and then, but not too often. And when they snack, try to eat healthy fruit and vegetables, or maybe like a granola bar, but only eat the snacks if you're hungry, not if you're bored. If you're bored, maybe try and do something different, like read a book or go for a walk or do some exercise. But if they're still hungry and they find themselves snacking more, then maybe slightly increase the portion sizes of breakfast and lunch, only slightly, or increase the amount of carbohydrates in the meals, which will cause people to become more full and hopefully less hungry between meals. To help with the tea and to drink water, they could limit themselves to a certain amount of cups of tea per day. and when they're first thirsty, only really drink water. There's also some apps you can download to help you track your water intake and also your steps, which could also help you to drink more water. And then also what may help is making a meal plan. And then so you might say, okay, on Monday we're going to have meatballs and pasta. On Tuesday we're going to have vegetable curry, and it will help take the pressure off what to cook. So instead of coming home going, I don't know what to cook, you can go, okay, tonight we're making this. It can help with them. It can help to motivate them to make their own home-cooked meals, which are also better and more nutritious. For the lifestyle, some areas for improvement were that they drink 10 units of alcohol over the recommended unit per week, and then they don't get enough sleep. They have high stress levels and they have a desk job. So they could limit the amount of drink that they have when they're going out with friends. So she said she liked to drink when she goes out with friends, so she could limit herself to maybe 1 glass of wine or 1 alcoholic drink, and then have water or a non-alcoholic drink, and then maybe only have alcohol once a week with a meal or on special occasions. To help with the sleep, they got distracted by their phone. So there's a thing on your phone where you can limit the amount of screen time that you use, or the amount of times that you use certain apps for. So if she knows she gets distracted by certain apps, she can say, okay, I'm only going to allow myself 4 hours or 2 hours on this app a day. And then also limit the screen time, so she can say, I only want to use my phone for 3 hours a day, and then you can put it in your settings and it will tell you when your screen time is up. Also, to help, because a lot of phones emit blue light which keeps you awake, you can put on nighttime mode, which you can turn on 2 hours before you want to go to bed, because the blue light keeps you awake and it it causes a person to struggle to sleep. They can also put their phone away an hour before bed and try and read a book instead, because this is more likely to make you feel tired. And then when they're feeling stressed, they need to have time to themselves, maybe exercise. Exercise is a good way to relieve stress, or you can have a meditation session, which is really good for relieving stress. It helps to calm your breathing. Also baths can be quite good for stress. And then as a desk job, there's not really much you can do, but it may help if you have a 5-minute walk, have 5-minute breaks where you just get up and go and make yourself a glass of water, or you can go to the toilet, or just have breaks in the day where you're not just sitting at your desk. Hopefully these help.